You take a fucking, I swear to God, you take any extended break. I see the Borb has brought the game with it. Important work. Thank you, Ilianos, for saying the Borb that summons the game. Starky check DMs, I swear this is not AI, as I brought a can to try out and I living proof the Arizona flavor is real. Oh, merciful God, what have you done? Oh, hey, for example, guess what I forgot to do? What is this? Rizzler berry? Rizzler berry? Hold up, open link. Also, the Rizzler berry. It, does it come out of an unholy source? Hey, remember, so fun fact, Arizona iced tea does not, they don't spend it, like, the reason it's so cheap nowadays is, like, still in spite of inflation, all that bullshit, is, because of, the fact that they don't spend a dime on, marketing. And, damn if I can't feel that in this moment. I mean, to be fair, it's still, like, somewhat relevant. So they did push it out fast enough to, like, capture the market, but also, this is gonna be a dead meme in, like, 6 months. It arguably is a dead meme already. But, you know what? I low-key respect the grind, and I'm also horrified. I can't even begin to imagine what that must taste like. I'm assuming it's just like a berry tea. Also, you know, I mentioned being out of practice and therefore missing shit. Oh, Rim, welcome on in! Welcome on in, Raiders! Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm Starkymorph, Big Chaos, Growing Internet, Bryce, Stream Live Room, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. For those, I mostly do indie games, however, for the last 2 years, we learned Discord. So here, let me get the Twitch shout out. Potato Invasion? Potato Rinvasion. Welcome on in. How is Dungeons & Dragons Online, though? Hopefully had a good time with that, and thank you for bringing over and over. I'm actually I'm doing my I had yesterday and Friday off, so I'm coming off of a 4-day break. I was just doing the shout out. You fool. You must be faster. Also, I forgot that we had forgot we had Rizzler Berry on the stream. Your mods are here, Starkey. Yes, but you see, I have control issues. It was good, but so what is Dungeons and Dragons Online? Is that like is basically like a tabletop software to let you like you know, like play D&D with your friends online? Another raid inbound. Okay, welcome on in, Bumblebees, but also just as a heads up, it is generally considered, you know, not very polite to spoil incoming raids. I've done it once before when people were about to raid in during a friend playing Leo's Route and Echo, and they were about to raid in the middle of a character being hit by a train that breaks his legs off, and I was like, this seems like a reasonable exception. This seems like a time to make an exception. If ever there is a time to make an exception, is to have people not join into gore. DDO is a MMO from way back in the day. Interesting. Actually, I'm kind of here for, like, it feels like there's been a resurgence of, D&D Online is the MMO version of D&D. Okay, interesting. I feel like there's been, like, a resurgence of, like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was predicate. Sorry. No, listen, I completely get it. Just like, you know, oh, there it is. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Raiders. Oh, welcome on in. Were you playing perchance with Potato? I'm assuming I'm assuming it's Potato, like Catty and Potato. Welcome on in, Sleepy. I will leave this one to my mods, so that way they don't yell at me because I constantly do their job for them. Thank you. Welcome on in. Were you guys playing Dungeons & Dragons Online together? Because if so, that actually sounds like a lot of fun. I feel like, because I've heard about like a video that's like exploring dead MMOs that like kind of went viral recently, and I think it's got to be fascinating to like go back and be like, oh yeah, like what's a, you know, because like there was a video from a YouTuber I absolutely adore whose name is Dosh Doshington, where he played Worm online, And it's like unironically fascinating to like see someone go back to a game that like they stopped playing forever ago. But yeah, thank you for bringing everyone over. I'll be sure to take good care of your community. If you got to do like the post like stream self-care, I completely get it. I definitely know, like, you know, by the time I'm done, like streaming, I mostly just want to like melt into goop in my bed. So, sup, bird, trying to solder, so gonna lurk. Sleepy bunny dreams, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Lab Chat. Glad to have you, sweet bean. But yeah. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold up, which one of you is broken? Okay, it's not gonna... What do you mean? Status? Select an OBS connection. Oh, I broke it? To be fair, I think it's probably Cloudflare is broken. Like, Cloudflare broke, probably... Hold up. Because I haven't been streaming. I didn't stream in 4 days, which means everything inevitably breaks by the time I come back. Okay. I'm checking my connection information. It's currently active, yes. Yep, okay, that's why that's why it's broken. It's because sometimes sometimes my WebSocket server ID just changes for no reason I can figure out. And it genuinely confuses me so deeply. But welcome on in, Kaizy. Thanks, Cloudflare. It was Cloudflare, right? That was the one that broke? There we go. Now everything should be broken. Now that... Apparently I'm broken. It was, yeah. It's like when Amazon when AWS went down and fucking like half the internet just like basically folded into the sun. Welcome on in though, Kaiser. How you doing, you sweet bean? Hopefully you're having a good day over there. I definitely feel I feel like I'm like underhydrated. I am. I understand that. There are some times where it's just like I exist, but only physically. Not mentally, not emotionally, not spiritually. I merely am a vessel by which I exist in this world. Maybe that's why I'm into possession stuff. Yep, no, I see the tendency for the filter to slip is still there. And just, you know, listen, if they invent the ability to possess your friends, I feel like that would, like, you know, just take turns. Just take turns with your friends. Just be like, yo, can you go into work for me? Here, you can have all of my my skill set and memories, but like I ain't down to do with the bullshit today, man. But yeah, we're just getting started here. Currently Eldritch Fish Nightmare. Hold up. Oh fuck. God, I forgot how much you drift in this game. But yeah, hopefully everyone's weekend was good. I definitely know a lot happened. Like, a lot happened while I was gone. This must be what it's like to be, like, like Cottontail VA. I'd be so fucking mad if one of my friends possessed me and then maybe do their work. I already don't want to do my own work. Well, no, like, let your friends possess you to do your work. You can just, like, you're mentally checked out for that day. I guess to be fair, that is, like, to some degree the plot of, like, oh, what is the show? I was watching it with friends. Severance. That's more or less the plot of Severance. Well, that went poorly. Pet the Kaizy. But no, like, there are definitely days where it's just like, I don't know, man. I guess to be fair, like, I don't really get paid well enough to give 100% of my energy all the time. So, like, you know, I give like 20%. That is roughly how much they're paying me. But yeah, at least it's like, you know, stable employment while I find something else. And in the meantime, like, the great thing about working there is, like, you know, in my downtime while I'm waiting for someone else, I get to work on my personal projects, which is how I'm 7,000 words into a video essay script. Whew, Which is a problem I'm creating for myself, because I'm gonna have to fucking record and then edit a fucking video about this monstrosity. So, send your pictures, your hottest pictures of men. I will need it. A cat is screaming outside my bedroom door, but she'll rip my things up, and I feel bad leaving baby out like that. I mean, okay. It is, like, you know... I love cats as much as the next person, on average. There are definitely people who, are very, intense about how much they appreciate cats. I'm not quite like that, you know. Oh my god, you're back. I know that you're fine. Listen, I was gone for 4 days. I missed 2 streams, and to be fair, with, I think at least with the Friday stream, I specifically left like a pinned indicator to be like, hey, I'm fine. I just needed today off. What if they're vacuum sealed and tight shinies? I feel like I've lost the thread. Oh hi. I'm currently being chased by a fish. But no, I've lost the thread of that particular thought. But yeah, all things considered, 7,000 words deep in a video essay, and then I need to figure out. I need to probably do like another pass to add more comedic value to it. The big buff men. You know what? That's good too. Well, listen, I'm very much a sucker for like skin tight clothes. Whether it be like, you know, lycra, latex, or just like a suit that's just like a size too small. Just like chef's kiss. It feels like at any point like they can move incorrectly and then bust out of the suit. You enter the house carrying the ornate necklace. The collector recognizes it almost immediately. No, an excellent find. The man's pride of place in my collection. He sweeps aside some scraps on a dusty table, candle wax pooling in his corner. He places the necklace carefully in the clearing. And I suppose you'll be demanding recompense as well. Once more, he opens the book, dust pouring from the pages as he reads aloud. You begin to feel weak, but you're rooted to the spot, knees on the verge of buckling. Thanks for reminding tonight again. Ability unlock atrophy. Instantly harvest an entire shoal of fish. As he finishes speaking, you feel blood rushing back to your legs. A strange feeling of power grows in your chest. We're so close. One more remains. I loathe to suggest it, but the abyssal plane on the approach to Devil's Spine is a likely candidate. See what you can find. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? How do you know where these relics are? I largely don't, but I read the seas. I see the swells that give shape to the formless. I hear the waves that whisper secrets to their witnesses. And I speak to the currents that hold a memory of all that they claim. Are you human? Your inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course, as human as you are. Alright, so what's the deal with atrophy? Thanks for showing me your room, you have awesome anime figurines. The phrase instantly calls the closest shoal of fish, readying them for swift reaping. You can be heard from a great distance, so you need not be close to your victims. But the population is unlikely to recover from such vile trauma. Use it sparingly. Interesting. So I'm assuming that just, like, fucks up, like, the place for a while. But yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, anything that happened in particular this weekend. Oh yeah, that's right, this weekend was Friendsgiving. Which is, like... Thank God for invulnerability when banging into peers. But no, this weekend I spent with Friendsgiving, which is I mean, it's basically what it says on the tin. A bunch of friends from all around the country show up, and yeah, we had like 20 people this year, which is a little bit down from last year. We definitely had a couple of people miss. It's a lot of people. We've had the addition of like 2 children and a dog. Was Mari able to go? Unfortunately not. She was too busy planning the weekend stuff. And I here's the thing. I was told the date, and then I got shit because I was like, Buppy, yeah. I was told the date, and then like I was like, okay, hey Mari, the Friendsgiving. I reached out earlier to be like, hey, Friendsgiving is gonna be during this date, and then she was like, shit, I can't do anything about that. That's my birthday weekend, and I'm like, okay, understandable. And I told my friends that, and then I got shit, fucking like 2 months later, where they're like, why, Starky, why didn't you tell us to fucking schedule the event? And I'm like, motherfucker. Motherfucker, I ain't about to request a reschedule. Every people have planned fucking plane flights. But no, like I appreciate it. They're mostly giving me shit, and hopefully next year Mario will be able to make it. Ooh, welcome on in, Wisebun. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Good show for Wisebun. Very chill game. I'm enjoying my time with it for sure. But no, like, you know, it was mostly a lot of friends from college, a lot of local friends. We had one person who is normally based out of Virginia who flew in. Yeah, mostly just a lot of Indiana-based folk. It was still a lot of fun. Admittedly, I realize now that I need to start. Oh, holy, what's up, Chris?
Starky was like,
bitch, I told you earlier. Just read the fucking text, toes.
Basically, Father Bird, you're welcome on to Medicula. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I was like, you've been knowing. I fucking told you. Mostly though, I'm sure they were just giving me shit about it. Like, you know, that's like the level of friendship that I'm glad when I reach it with someone where I'm like, can I give you shit yet? Can I make fun of you for the dumb shit you do yet? Please? But I never want to be the person to initiate that, because it's like my fucking biggest nightmare is to bring sass to the fucking, like, the discussion when it ain't invited. Welcome, Starky question, go for it. But no, like, I had a good time at Friendsgiving, and I felt really, really honored to be invited to Mari's birthday stuff. So, are you a crow or raven? I'm a crow, which, admittedly, a lot of the big things between crows and ravens, like the major difference between the two species is just size, which doesn't really impact the furry side of things so much. So, like, I don't take offense when people call me a raven. If I vibe with someone, I shit on them. That's fair. Hopefully, metaphorically. Or with consent. I'm not into that. But, like, you know, sass solidifies friendship. Exactly. They live differently. Hot? No! Bad! Go to horny jail. Be gone, foul beast. I am not in. That's one of those. I'm open-minded, but there are definitely things where I'm like, don't ever fucking utter that name in this house. I will end you myself. I will take you down with me. I will send you to the fires of Mount Doom. But no. It's like, I don't know. As much as, like, I joke about eating ass, I'm not into a lot of stuff about it. Alright, eating ass is, you know, unironically, I'm just like, not my thing. But no, Friendsgiving was a lot of fun. We hit each other with plastic pool noodle. We hit each other with pool noodles that were basically held at the end of the 3D printed plastic like handles. I've made 10 concepts out of the 39 for the deck. Hello, Burb. Welcome on in, Snow. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. And other than that, just like a lot of good food. Oh my god. Okay. Because we did do something new this year, which was if anyone here is subscribed to Dropout and has seen the Dropout show Smarty Pants Society, it was basically that. People, like, friends made friends basically made PowerPoint presentations on very silly topics and then gave the presentation. Draco Adamantius, who occasionally stops by, did one about ranking time travel in media by the ease with which and the consequences for fucking your mother. And which is like a fascinating if slightly horrifying ranking system. Good food is nice. Work is doing a pollock, and I realized that I might be an idiot. For over half a decade, I've been using half the needed water when making a golden porridge. What? You can silence me, but you can't. I'm not the one who made the. I didn't make it. I'm merely presenting to you the fact that it was made. Cam Cool, who stops by a bit more consistently, did a presentation about a Path of Exile event going on, where you collect womb juice and then impregnate a tree that is hands. I don't know if Path of Exile players are okay, but I know the devs definitely aren't. That shit fucking scared me. Hot. I'm not judging. That one I can't judge about. Impregnated tree, no we're not. Sometimes I wonder what Starky's IRL neighbors are thinking about it when they hear Starky screaming. God, I hope they don't hear me at all. I have fucking soundproofing in my room. I constantly keep my doors closed. Doop! Can we shout for Doop? Heckin' sweet lavender bear, lilac bear. I don't remember which. That was okay. That reminds me of another fucking story where like, okay, that like. And then there was one other essay. Oh, that's right. Amber showed up to teach us how to pick locks, and it definitely made me want to get back into lock picking, which is I have a lock picking set, but I've fallen out of practice of using it. Welcome on in, Dupe. How you doing, you sweet burr? Heckin' cute burr. Head pats and hugs. Pry bar. That's also a good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Show me pry bar. But no, we also play Hues and Clues, which is like, it's basically like password, but with colors. I'm okay, I'm doing all right. Currently coming off of a bit of an extended break as I took Friday off and I was busy yesterday with stuff on a friend's channel. So I'm trying to get back into the stream swing of things. I want to get into lockpicking, but I don't have a set. That's fair. To be fair, apparently it can be illegal depending on if you're like, if you've been like convicted of a felony, owning them is a crime, but like outside of that, you're probably fine. But no, I definitely got into we had multiple conversations while playing Hues and Clues about how none of the fucking like lilac and lavender are both like, they're both words that like serve double purpose. One is like they're both flowers, but they're also both colors. And in both fucking cases, the colors of flowers do not match up in the slightest. Like, it actually made me a little mad when I realized like how different. Cause like one of the clues I gave was like a lilac, and then it was, you know, I was just like, wait, what the fuck? Why? Lilac's like a deeper, isn't it? No, lavender is a nice scent. Question, Dupe, are you lavender scented? Or like is do you color code your scents? Or like you've got like the lighter pink, like the lavender, and then you got like the kind of the deeper shade in the beard. I just want to say the most wild I just saw the most wild onomatopoeia. Go, what was it? Like the opposite of orange and oranges? I think so. There was, want to find out? You know what? I'm already zoomed in, but I'm down. I'm down. Well, let me get there. But no, all things considered, I'm having I'm having a good time. Oh, I did realize, I've like reverse trained my body how to handle sugar. So I ever since I started shopping at Aldi, it's a lot harder for me to get sugar that like I actively want to eat. And I moved over from drinking sodas to drinking Gamerceps. So like when I was there at the Friendsgiving, I had like there was like a fruit spread, which was basically like, it was like cream cheese icing with brown sugar and a bunch of other stuff in it. And then there was like apple juice. It was like apple cider with pumpkin puree in it. It was called pumpkin juice. I absolutely fucking like overloaded myself with sugar, and I had the worst tummy ache. I was out of commission for like a solid half an hour because my body was like, what the fuck have you brought upon this cursed land? You know, tonight I'm gonna cry until morning. That this made me contemplate reality. But yeah, no. So suffice to say, I think I've realized that like I've accidentally trained my body to not be able to handle sugar. And I think that I think that's a good thing, but also it is a little bit of a like it's a little bit of a, you know, unfortunate development because sugar is just fucking all over the place, man. Also, like, you know, I guess to be fair, it is like a good habit to get out of drinking sugar. The big thing was like the big like intake of sugar I was having was basically soda, and I cut that out for gamer subs. But yeah, no. Since then, I've you know, I don't necessarily know if I've even lost weight, but you know, I just feel a little bit better. Can't eat more than 3 Turkish delights before I feel like I'm going to be sick enough to die. To be fair, that is like 100% sugar by volume. Honestly, I use honey as a sugar replacement, but despite being made of sugars too. Oh, you're saying cum is the Yeah, that cum, in this instance, cum is an acronym. Onomatopoeia is of a class of words describing sounds. So, if you hit someone with a water balloon, and then the sound you describe is cum, I'm concerned. To be fair, if cum was used in an onomatopoeia sense, it would be a fucked up onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia would be like gluck 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 or plap plap plap. Isn't there a fucking... Hold up. Isn't there a joke? Isn't there a joke from Jimmy Neutron where there's like the dance? Welcome on in, Galactic Gila. Galactic Gila? Is it Galactic Gila? I'm confused because I was working on some pop art. I swear to God, there's like a fucking... Hold up. I swear to God, if I've been fucking reawakened, Jimmy Neutron plap 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 dance. Oh, okay. Galactic and Gila both use the same G sound. I was... Excuse me. Hold up. So the song is clap, 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 slap, slap, slap. But also... Why is it 10 hours?
What does this button do? Please,
Why is it 10 hours?
Do not push the button. You have no idea what it...
You're pointless.
Loop this for 10 hours.
39 buried. 0 found.
I swear to God, this is like, I'm about to fucking listen to this and it's about to unlock some trauma. I'm about to listen to this. I think he's like vaguely German. Like he's like intended to be like German-ish. Yep, that's trauma, all right. That's trauma. That's the OG trauma, baby. Put in my veins. I was gonna lurk for the next 30 minutes, but then y'all hit me with that. I'm sorry. Good to know. Good to know it's Galactic Gila, though. I don't know why I felt compelled to experience that again, or and inflict it on all of you. But we suffer together. None of us are free of the pain. The weird thing is I couldn't even tell you I think like that's like a random episode, or like where Jimmy's like trying to become like the student class president or whatever the fuck. Excuse me, who has the clicker emo? Rail tie? Looks like a political based episode. Yeah. there are people out there who have clicker trained their chat, and I gotta say, that's low-key. I'm like simultaneously impressed and also horrified. Like, that's just like, I mean, like, at any point, just like, you know, just like having a sound effect on my fucking soundboard where it's just like, you know what, chat, you're being good, and it just plays a fucking clicker sound effect. Welcome on in, Big O. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Like the one where Sheen runs down a kid because he owed him $2.37. That sounds about right. Okay, so I just need a bunch of scrap metal, wood. Do you see the bad Sammy news? I did. Suffice it to say, I am very glad that I have not begun the process of moving over to Sammy, because Jesus fucking Christ, what a shit show that will inevitably become. Okay, so it's fucking wild. I just remembered that Tumblr post of someone accidentally training their friend to list geography stuff. Hold up. Do you have a link to that handy? I need to see this. I have a deep burning desire to experience what was going on there. But no, so unfortunately, Sammy, I mostly glanced over it. It sounds like the current head of the Sammy team is super pro AI, which is just like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be 100%. How long has AI been in the public? It's been like fucking 3 years now. The hell is Sammy? Oh God. How much time in the day do you have? Okay. So the original. Also, welcome on in, Jaren. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. The original streamer bot that was used to set up a lot of automated redeems was originally called Leorin Board, which I don't remember the specifics of it, but I'm pretty sure that Leorin did some bad shit and got fucking cut from the group, and so they had to rename the thing to SammyBot. Like there, you know, there was like a, you know, the people who were like the administrative group of the bot team at the time. Oh my God, yes, I'm so excited about I'm so excited about reading this. But no, so a lot of bullshit went down around that, and for whatever reason, I don't know why. I'm assuming there's probably some specific reason why. But one of the people who was associated with the problematic people that caused them to rename from Leorin Board to Sammy was added and then became the head of SammyBot, which was the replacement for Leorin Board. And then he said some shit about how, you know, if you like AI, you should use it. And it's just such a fucking loser take, man. It's been 3 years. It has been 3 years of constant fucking hype cycling. How are you still on the side? How are you still taking the L? How? Seriously, how? Like, I don't fucking understand how these people can, like, look at the constant L's that the fucking tech bros are eating and being like, oh yeah, I want me some of them. Like, at some point, you just have a humiliation kink. Seriously. So yeah, I was gonna bring things over to Sammy. I'm gonna wait for them to kick that guy out and then rename the bot again, and then I'll move things over. Mixed Up Bot has problems. Mixed Up Bot thankfully doesn't have built-in AI, but it's pretty clear that the team is not anti-AI. So I might have to move everything over to StreamerBot. I mean, I probably can move everything over to StreamerBot at least, as long as they don't commit extremely dumb bullshit. I hate that's a sentence. I'm so frustrated by these dipshits, man. Okay. Which is wild that they were all in on AI art about it. Exactly. When I was debuting this model, it was the same time that the fuckfaces over at Stream Elements decided, hey, let's bake AI into our fucking system. And I was like, fuck you, first of all. for doing that. But second of all, I'll just replace you. I'll just replace you. And I unironically, I now have a widget. I set up fucking Slime 2, which is like it's hosted on my computer to create an HTML document that is like, it's what's going on with the chat right now. I need to fix where my zooms go. Let's think about the art AI could never replicate. Starkey, check memes. It's not great to rely on because of security issues and fluffy, inefficient coding. Yeah, and also currently, Windows is shitting itself because apparently they're relying on a lot of vibe-coded bullshit, which is, yeah, fuck Windows. I'm sincerely glad that SteamOS is a thing, and if need be, I will probably be moving over to that. If Windows genuinely becomes so badass to be unusable. So what about Ubisoft and the new Anno using the AI right before... The new Anno? I'm unfamiliar with Anno. Hold up. I got sent... there's a thing in memes? What in God's green earth is this?
Yeah, and I'm also...
I love Discord. Discord makes it fucking impossible to pull shit on stream, unfortunately.
Wretch, where the
What's up, Chris?
As a Taro fan, I hate as it made finding good decks so much fucking harder. Like half of all the tarot decks I see come out these days are ice lot. Luckily, unlike those shills, I have standards and will get actual artists to do the art for my Oracle deck.
Why can't this position of CEO be elected position like the Arizonian mining companies? Because you know, et cetera, ruling class. They don't follow the same rules as everyone else. But anyways, today on, so this is from Ryan Sometimes on Tumblr. Today on Clownery for my fraternity, I started Pavlov treating this guy from my frat as a joke, but now it's actually working. Context: this guy from my frats, I'm in a co-ed academic frat, is really into geography, and he's been trying to learn all the state capitals of Brazil. I happen to be Brazilian, so I've been helping him learn them along with pronunciations. One day, I was eating a pack of M&Ms and decided to quiz him. If he got the question right, he got an M&M, and if he got it wrong, I'd eat it. Thus, a tradition was born between us was born. If I'm eating a snack, I'll quiz him about it and give him a tiny treat if he's right. Anyways, today I was in our frat lounge eating some M&Ms by myself, kind of minding my own business. I eventually got bored and wondered what would happen if I gave everyone in a lounge an M&M except for him, so I did that. He noticed and then started dropping every Brazilian state capital he could think of, getting increasingly desperate until he just started naming random Brazilian cities. A few of them he repeated multiple times to get the perfect pronunciation. It was like watching a dog do every trick it knows in rapid succession, just hoping something would get a treat. And eventually I gave him a few M&Ms and he started wondering what the hell I've done. The hashtags are, what have I done? I've inadvertently trained a 19-year-old male to drop Brazilian geography facts. What do I do with this power? Accidental dom. I love a himbo frat. Pavlovianly training a himbo boyfriend. Thinking emoji. Okay, check DMs. Oh my god. So this is apparently something that AI could never generate, and that has me slightly frightened. Oh, hold up. The Tumblr location and the TikTok location actually work perfectly for each other. The Dig Wolf. Oh my. Brianna Breeder is fucking wild. Oh, I was not expecting Empreg. Why wasn't I expecting Empreg? Why? Welcome on, Sir Growly. Glad to have you, sweeping. Who's for Sir Growly? How am I surprised by Empreg? It was playing into every fucking trope of Omegaverse. Why was I caught off guard by the Empreg? I'm still counting studying Brazilian geography as a dumb of ass. Hold up. Twitch, I love you. Great platform. Why the fuck is the goddamn scroll wheel in Twitch chat so sticky? Still counting studying Brazilian geography as a dumb of ass because I don't think that's his area of useful study. That's fair. This was before a Megaverse was a thing. No fucking shot. No fucking shot. Hold up. Is there a way for me to see when the video was published? What does 9/10 mean? Like September 2010? I joined on start talking about the disappointment by. I'm not saying. Right there, 9 it means 6, 7. I'm going to fucking. I hate that. I read a book like this, but it was a dragon. September 10th or October 9th. Hold up. It's definitely recent. It's definitely recent.
Warning, semi-deep concept, and this is my personal opinion, do not take seriously please. I would rather die and have my soul and consciousness put into a B1 battle dread rather than let AI take my identity, even if I must fight every Jedi and every unworldly entities only to be disassembled endlessly, and I would be happy completely as long as my consciousness is never replicated by AI.
No, I actually very much agree with you. No year means this year? Okay. So yeah, no, it's 100% is lampooning. It's 100% lampooning the tropes of. Hold up, where's fucking? There's haste. But yeah, no, it's 100% lampooning the tropes of the tropes of Omegaverse. That video was not made before Omegaverse existed. Welcome on in, Slushy. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'll think with the save, even though there's nothing to save. And yet it's so transformative. I'm gonna be honest with you. So Starkymorph has Empreg. No, I'm. Also, welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm not in. Empreg isn't my thing. Let's just you know, mince that one, you know, nip that one in the bud. Yes, you're right. The redeem is still broken. It might be extra broken. Yep, it broke. It broke. That bitch broke. Clicks and follow. I'm not saying you can't enjoy Empreg. I'm saying I don't enjoy Empreg. Also striking a bird, the word you're looking for is Avi. I got fucking hold up. Someone was here earlier. Who Jaren, do you think you're funny? do you think you're funny? Serious? Okay, I actually would. I'm in the same way that like I am kind of like sincerely curious how many people here are like actually into like I am sincerely curious like how many people here are like into hypnosis. I think I'm fucking hilarious. That's fair. That's fair. I appreciate your confidence in that matter. Tip no. Nope. Currently 1 vote for yes, 1 vote for no. But no, like to some degree, I'm like, Because I like Hypno the Pokemon, but not like that. Fair enough. I can completely understand that. Admittedly, I'm I don't like Hypno the Pokemon. Denied the werewolf begging to be pregged. Horny crab. Points at you. Points at crab. Horny. You didn't notice the poll? Yep. But no, Dick Wolf is a great name though. That is a great name for an Omegaverse protagonist. And to be honest with you, I'm going through. I don't have horns on my knees because like I've gone through the process now of. Hold up, where am I going? I'm trying to make it to Gale Cliffs, so I need to go this way. So as part of the fucking as part of like going through the process of like researching various things, depends for me. I would have to be able to trust the person with all of reality and not destroy anything unless for the greater good. It was about Hypno. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like that's like that's got to be something that's intrinsically baked into like the kink. Is like you got it's like because it is very much in the same realm as like subdom stuff. So like you got to be able to trust the person. Thank you, Automon, for not snagging that one. Y'all know the stuntman, Dick Warlock, right? Excuse me? I'm a bitch. My name's Robert. Y'all. Why are you all using the broken redeem? I have not been able to fix it in forever. It's fallen by the wayside because I've been too busy writing video essays. Kurt Russell's stunt double for over 25 years. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I found a stunt double and his name was Dick Warlock, you bet your ass he's my permanent stunt double. That's a fucking killer ass name. Also, he probably could have gone into pornography with a name like that. The dungeon. The porn writes itself. Dick Warlock. The Dungeons and Dickings featuring Dick Warlock. The pornography writes itself, man. You don't gotta do shit. You have chat use the broken redeem because it's now a funny bit to remind you that your redeem will never be fixed. Some of these movie titles could be pornos. Day XXX of not fixing the redeems. I hate it here. Oh my god, you fucking broke it by redeeming it as it was Chat, y'all. That one ain't even my fault. This one's not my fault. Not my fault. Some of these are my fault. This one, not my fault. Excuse me, Oceano, did you fucking find the hexadecimal code for this green? Broke the redeem in a new way? Oh, yeah. Our table! It's Twitch asked me if I was okay for sending that mess. Hold up. Because there are times where I've sent messages and Twitch is asking me is like, are you sure you want to send that message? And I'm like, motherfucker? Motherfucker, did I type the message or not? Send the message sender. Usually it's because I'm saying some unhinged shit in Kaizi's chat. It's popped up like 4 times. I was saying some horny or fucked up shit in Kaizi's chat. The Banger Bard, a movie about a bard. If I spent the time typing it, yes, I'm sure. It censored Spaceballs for me, but not the nude bomb. What the fuck? That's wild. Okay. Here's crabs. I don't remember where I got this, but it sure is there now. Yeah, I posted a list of Dick Warlock's movies that sound like pornos that are not. That's fucking astounding. Hold up. Now, did you post it in chat? Did I just miss it earlier? I won't lie. I'm struggling to keep up with chat. But also, Magnum, PI, the Rocketeer, Spaceballs, Commando, the Nude Bomb, the Love Bug. Yeah, these are all just pornography names. You're 100% right. Like, these just, you know, it's what they are. let's not, you know, let's not fool ourselves. To be fair, as I learned more about very, very ridiculous things in movies, I definitely, any actual pornos. So, because I recently discovered, how fucking obscene some of the naming conventions are. The Spy Who Shagged Me. I mean, to be fair, that one is a, that one is an Austin Powers, which is intentionally lampooning spy movies. Except I didn't realize how earnestly you have to try to lampoon. Because my friends recently told me about one of the Bond girls whose name is Pussy Galore. Which I love. Don't get me wrong. She's a fucking queen. She can slay. But also, that name 100% was written by a man. What? The Bond girl's name for a movie was Pussy Galore. Wasn't Octopussy also a thing somewhere? It might have been. There's a Bond villain, one that only kills, the only ones who used a good animal to kill Bond, her name is Octopussy. Awesome, we're about to run our first set of 3-minute ads here in a minute. We run those every hour to turn off pre-rolls, so people don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream, but it does mean that you gotta deal with them now. Go grab a hydration, go grab a hydration, go grab snack. go grab snacks, go grab hydration, go, you know, walk your dog, go walk yourself, use a restroom. We will be here when you come back. Early lesbian representation is fucking powerful. I'm scared now, because, like, I don't want to fucking sell everything. Make it such a pain in the ass to sell very specifically the thing I want to. She specifically used a blue ring octopus. You know what? That would do a pretty good job. That would do pretty... hold up, because there actually is a blue ring octopus. There's a fucking video out there of some idiot handling a blue ring octopus who's like, oh, look at this cool octopus. Look at the bright blue rings. The fucker did not realize how close to death he was just holding a fucking blue ring octopus in his hand out of the water. Every time I watch that fucking video, it gives me anxiety because I'm just like, this moron. Like, he does not realize how truly close to dying he was. The Dragon and the Prince. Okay, which one is Pussy Galore in? Now I gotta look it up. James Bond Pussy Galore. If you don't scare it right, but it isn't worth it. Pussy Galore is a fictional character in 1959 Ian Fleming's James Bond novel Goldfinger. Okay, so it's from Goldfinger. I think there's a villain in a kid's movie named after Pussy Galore. Now I'm wondering, like, what's the name of the Bond girl? What's the name of the equivalent Bond girl from fucking, like, Austin Powers? Because, like, you need to, like, if Pussy Galore is the starting point, you need to bring your A game. You can't fucking yeah, because Goldmember is the parody of Goldfinger. Yeah, I fund it. Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore. Oh my god, that's really fucking funny, actually. That's so funny. I did not realize that's... I'm actually like... I'm assuming that was for children, right? Which is like, it's wild. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking wild that like, you know, people showing children this, but also... I mean, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, won't someone think of the children? But no. Because to be fair, when I was 6 and I watched Austin Powers. My mom brought my 6-year-old ass to go see Austin Powers because my 14, like, hold up. My sister was 14 at the time. My brother was 12. I was 7? So yeah, I was probably about 7 or 8 when they took my siblings to go see Austin Powers. And also, I was a kid. To be fair, Austin Powers is the kind of show you can bring a kid to because it's so deeply innuendo-laden that a kid's not gonna actually fucking get anything. Like, a kid's not, like, they're gonna be like at the time I was laughing my ass off because I was like, haha, Britney Spears XP, she's a robot, she explode, how silly. And then the piss scene where he pretends to be a water fountain. And I was like, that's great, I'm having a great time. And all of the sex jokes went completely over my head. Funny how her initials are PG with her name is the most R-rated thing ever. I mean, I had a VHS when I was a kid. I thought I was getting a Polar Express re-release ad because I saw a train. Nah, that's SISU. What the fuck's SISU? I'm assuming some kind of scam. The S's stand for some scam. I'm kidding. I have no idea what the fuck it is. Some action movie. Oh boy, because we, you know, definitely, you know, good old action movie. I'll be honest with you. I feel complete indifference towards action movies. And, like, that's not necessarily, like, action movies' fault. What's up, Chris?
Would you rather roll the blue-ringed octopus or a poison dart frog?
You're asking me if I want to die or if I want a chance to die. I think I would rather hold the blue-ringed octopus, because holding the poison dart frog without gloves will kill me. That shit soaks in through your fucking skin. Oh, also Holly Goodhead. Yep. I will take the frog from captivity. Be free, my child, and you release the frog and it immediately gets hit by a car. I might have, there's like a half parody mockumentary of like I've seen this, it was shown to me multiple times. But it's a mockumentary that's following the oh, hold up, that went to my storage. It's a mockumentary making fun of they're not poisonous if they're kept in captivity. The toxins come from their diets. Oh, okay. Have you heard of the pelican spider? It's not poisonous, but looks like it should be. People hold dart frogs all the. Okay. If it's one that was raised in captivity, I'll hold the poison dart frog. If you're just like, hey, we found a random poison dart frog in the middle of the fucking whatever rainforest. We just got it fresh from the poison trees. Give me the octopus. Hand over the octopus. That octopus. Hand it over. As long as you don't get it in your mouth or cut, according to Reddit. Okay, but you're trusting Reddit. Which is, you know, that's like never an, like, that's not an enviable place to be. What mockumentary? So it's about the, like, the invasive species of cane toads in Australia. I'm trusting biologists on Reddit. You think people would do that? Just go on the internet and lie? Normal folks are not holding PDFs. Oh, fair enough. If they were able to like meaningfully like prove that like, hey, I'm a frog researcher. Also, here is my here is like my dissertation. I'll be like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Like, here's my dissertation on this specific species of frog. I'll be like, okay, you know, I spoke too quickly. Clearly, you actually do know what you're talking about. Welcome on, Cossack. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But no. Salutation in Dapper Days. So there's this mockumentary that's making fun of... Well, whale. Can I whale? Can I shoot you? Can I get you? Me when I fucking get you. But no, It's a movie that's like talking about like the very real struggle of dealing with the poisonous cane toads in Australia, but they just present it in the most fucking bizarre way imaginable. Starkey channeling his inner Moby Dick. Okay, dip for now. Bye bye. For sure. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Go take care of yourself. Thank you for stopping by. Have fun with Dredge. I'm happy. Yeah. But no, like they frame it like there's a one point where a guy is like, yeah, I like. Oh, it's not a bit, by the way. Like, at least it is a thing that actually happens in the fucking like the thing, where he's like, I like listening to them fuck. They go out in the middle of the night and they're like, roar. And I'm just so fucking flabbergasted because I've seen that like I think I saw it on fucking like Animal Planet when I was watching that once, and then like I got shown it again in high school. So it 100% isn't like a fever dream child me had. This is an actual documentary that exists. The opinion question is transphobic. My mom was telling me to not shut someone out of my life for having a differing opinion. Voyeurism towards frogs. The frogs be fucking. Also, welcome on a Casper. Glad to have you, sweet bean. How you holding up? I'm currently deep in the sauce of like losing my mind, but like as we've established, that is par for the course. Be honest with me, chat. Would you listen to the frogs fuck? That's a spout question. No, understandable. Correct. The funny thing is, of all of the people in chat, Ilianos, you would be the one who is actually capable of it because you are in Australia. I don't think we get an option. Would we have a choice? Yeah, I mean, the option is just like if you had the opportunity, if you had one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Would you listen to frogs fuck? I think my time away from stream might have broken me as a person. I'm so sorry. I'm also the most prudent and sensible. That's fair. We need a compilation of shit Starkey says out of context. Listen. People consistently show up to my stream and already are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's just my brand. It's just my brand. Just that question I'm DMing you. It got worse. Hold up, I saw something there for a second. I don't know if it fucking showed up on stream because I'm forced to stream at 30 frames per second because my internet hates me. What is? Hold up. This is, Kasai. Is it really fair to punish everyone for my misdeeds? Let's talk about the frogs fucking. Yeah, the text is there. It's just way offset. Yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like I assume he uses the move filter, and sometimes those just break for no explicable reason, and I assume I just need to like find it and then get it back there. All right. One thing that I think, really gets discounted, that doesn't get, validated or appreciated is all of the gay sex that the gay frogs are having, thanks to the chemicals in the water that's turning the frogs gay. It's a highlight of my personal walks through the woods, in the middle of the industrial zone where the mysterious gay chemicals are that infect the frogs. Being able to see all the gay sex between frogs, it really makes my day a whole lot better. Just seeing that even if I can't get it, someone out there is. Someone out there. Chat, have mercy. I don't ask for a lot. Have mercy for this one. Thank you also, Leonos, for the 20 videos. See the frogs fucking in honor of MFF in 2 weeks. We should do a tier list of what species of anthers are the most horny. Frogs are up there, I won't lie. I only know of 2 frog sonas, and they're both, and both of them are pretty horny. Why justify our mercy? I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. And I'll fix the achievement redeem if you show me mercy. Show everyone the Riz idea. I haven't pulled up, but we had to talk about frogs fucking first. That's frogs fucking, comma, first. That's not frogs, comma, fucking first. Usually it's the opposite way around. Hold up, what in God's green earth is this? I'll be honest with you, I think I've become more broke. How do I take... She's my ex, but I must... Oh! I could actually see this working. I could actually see this working as a video game. Nope, that's not right. You know what? I respect it. I respect monster girl, like, I respect lesbian monster fucking. I'm here for it. I would play that. I would be deeply confused, but I would play that. But no. What were we talking about? Mercy? There's something mercy. Insert that one line from Odysseus from Epic the Musical. You'd play that, huh? Oh yeah, I'll play it. I've played more bizarre games than that. Oh, this is awkward. Gay frogs. Gay frog. Fun fact. The chemicals weren't turning the frogs gay. They were turning the frogs trans, apparently. Because the chemicals were causing the, like, frogs actually have this thing where, like, if there, like, isn't, like, if there isn't a proper mix of men and lady frogs, frogs will just spontaneously change gender. And, the chemicals in the water were making the frogs, like, it was making the frogs go through that metamorphosis where they swap genders. Fisherman. What is it? You look a touch troubled. Is the fog starting to get to you? Completely normal around here. Nothing to worry about. With a good night's rest, you'll be right in the morning. All right. Gay frogs, friggin' I won't lie. That song is kind of a, like, the remix is kind of a banger. Excuse me, why the fuck are there so many fake... Stop it. There's too many... You put down too many of these. You know, I did a bit and then I can only get away with it once. Okay, there's your things. Alright, Painter, get over here. I want you to paint my boat, except not really. Mostly I'm just here to give you a crab. I'm here to give you my crab. Gosh, I love my gay chemicals. Welcome on in, Sushi. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. They got the chemicals that turned you into a gay goo cat. I won't lie, Listen, if there was a chemical out there that could turn me gay and into, like, turn me more gay and into goo, hand them over. I'm no longer fucking asking. Hand over the gay chemicals. You know what? Fuck you. Gives Jared trans frogs. I can't imagine, like, okay. I'm sure, like, it is one of those things where it's like, you know, because it's an like, it is a bodily process that they can, like, do. I'm sure, like, it's, you know, not that bad for them. But I do wonder, like, if there is, like, Like, it is a substantial biological change. I wonder if there's, like, any, like, long-term like, if the, you know, frogs that go through that change, like, have, you know, or, like, are more likely, like, prone to certain diseases. Or if, like, you know, frogs are literally gender fluid. That's where the gender fluid's been. Yo, boys, we found it! The gender fluid's in the frogs! If there are gay goo chemicals, I'm picking you up and we're driving there together. Hell yeah. Welcome on in, DA. Give a shout out for Dead Anthro, and also one for Werebear. Also one for Suchi as well. And also Gadget. What, oh, I guess to be fair, it is 10 minutes after the hour. Welcome on in, though, everyone. Please don't give the fishermen crabs. But no, I 100%. If we find the gay goo chemicals, we're gonna start the march. We're gonna start the march of goofers, and invade to get the gay chemicals that turn us into goo. Because God knows, I'm so over having a solid form. Does this extend to toads? Do toads also experience sudden transgenderism? There's gotta be a better term for this. There's gotta be. Also, here, let me get the Suchi shout out. Go follow Sweet Cat. Your Sona's like Suchi. Your Sona is super adorable. Oh no, Siri does exist here. I have a gummy bear form. That sounds adorable. Also very chompable. Listen, there's something about like, I don't know, something about like the idea of having a gummy Sona where I like, even though I'm like not a huge fan of gummy bear stuff, I would just be like, how? I just bite. I just want bite. Me want bite. Does the gay goo dissolve clothing? Of course. Of course it dissolves clothing. Vor is okay. Beware the calories. Oh, that's why you have the gummy bear form. I see now. Sneaky bow. trying to pack on the pounds. I guess to be fair, like, you know, it is like the case where if you're into tummies, you kind of have to make peace with the fact that you're gonna see some vor, because vor is just tummies, but with slightly more disconcerting details. But no, I'm relatively neutral on vor. Mostly, I just, you know, if I know a friend is into it, I'll just be like. Me learning any kink about any of my friends, like, you ain't safe. I'll get you. Welcome on though, Keish. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm not into vor, but if someone's Sona's made of food, yeah, I feel like that's like, actually have an OC that is made of junk food. Aw, thanks. Hope Dredge is going well. I love this game despite my fear of the ocean. I guess, like, to be fair, I do feel like this game, like, plays into the fear of the ocean a little bit. Like, I feel like it's, like, more entertaining if you're, like, if you've got a little thalassophobia. And I think, like, a little thalassophobia isn't even just, like, it's just, like, I think that's just fair. Like, the ocean's kind of fucking horrifying. I actually have an OC made of junk food. Is, like, that's actually, like, interesting. Like, almost, like, it's like, what's the Candyland version of your Sona like? Like, if you were candied, what would Starky be if he was candied? Would he become like the sour goo? Would I be the sour goo if I became a candy Sona? But yeah, no. I'm enjoying my time with Dredge. This game's a lot of fun. Also, TA, I am sorry, but that is the price you pay for having a crocodile Sona. Is the vor jokes are inevitable. I kind of love the vor emo. It's like you're just like yeah. You be a black gusher. What flavor is like is that like a current flavored gusher? I don't know enough about like various fruit colorings. You be the jelly rat. G-lie B-lie. The G-lie B-lie P-trat Gumai can die. Escapi the Pagagi. Escapi the Pagagi. Licorice. Okay. I like licorice, but I like licorice exclusively in things that aren't candy. It's not real, but you'd be gusher but black. I have a Croc Sona and I never hear any vor jokes. I can fix it. I can fix that. I can fix that for you. You've introduced information, so I get to make the jokes. Welcome on the gadget. Thank you for the starts in the hydrate. But no, mostly for me, I view Vor as just like another. It's one of those things where it's like it's not my thing, but if I know it'll turn someone into a like flustered mess, I 100% am gonna take advantage. It's like I low key like I empathize with Chaperone in that one song where she's like, my kink is watching you. It's like. Except my kink is flustering you. Hold up, I gotta pick up some stuff from around here. I don't know. It just feels powerful, man. I'm not gonna go back and sell you. No, it just feels powerful to immediately get like someone from like a casual conversation to steaming to like steaming and flustered in like a sentence. That having been said, me losing my impossible to be bullied status. Yeah, you did tell us about your thing for girl bosses, which like was a mistake. It was a mistake, and then you doubled down by telling us about the scene where you got stepped on and Slay the Princess. And you're like, this awakens something in me, and we're like, yeah, we knew. we've been knowing. You're getting the DLC. I need to pick up the DLC at some point. I don't have them currently. I have the workshop DLC. Kneeled on. Kneeled on is just stepped on, but like less committal. I am too gremlin to be flustered. That's fair. I definitely I have a friend who very much like actually a couple friends who very much give that same energy. Where like to some degree it is like difficult to fluster them properly because they're just goofy creatures most of the time. LeBron wouldn't need a boat, he could just swim fast. Welcome on in the LeBronologist. Alright, so do you... okay. That... I actually am stun-locked by that username. Low-key, I'm impressed. Do you study LeBron? Like, okay. Being someone who draws stuff, I'm immune to being... I guess to be fair, that does help. I imagine there's like almost like a headspace you get into when you're drawing, where it's like there's times where it's like, oh, you know, it's like I can't be flustered now. I'm in the headspace where I'm like study of LeBron legit PhD. I mean, I'm sure like, you know, I actually imagine someone could probably like get a PhD in statistics by like going through like sports statistics and doing like a dissertation on that. Because like I do know that there are actual like meaningful studies. Like the hot hand effect is like of, you know, like it's one of those things where it's like it's been studied a couple of times. And like meta studies looking at other studies have found that it actually like is, you know, a meaningful impact on performance. I'm opening my mouth on a matter that invites allegations. Yeah, Kasai? I ain't telling you about any of my tastes. Understandable. Like I said, that is... revealing your kinks is giving someone power. It is giving someone power to make you flustered significantly easier. So, like, you know. Oh, do that only with people that you trust, I think. Comics, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We are currently in the process of fishing. Okay. But yeah, no, we are also we are in the process of fishing and discussing kinks, I guess. Do you have any IRL fishing tales to tell? Not really. I went fishing a couple of times. My dad was really into it, but like I don't have the patience for it. I actually have like I think I have like a meaningful trauma associated with fishing though, because like every time I go fishing, there's like a part of me that's deeply horrified by the concept that it might like cast the like hook incorrectly, and fucking like throw the hook into someone's eye. And I think it's because as a kid, I was hanging around like, you know, like we were fishing and there was like a random group nearby that was unrelated to us, but one of them kept fucking hooking the fish through the eye, and he's like, yeah, I feel bad for all these fish because he caught them and then he threw the fucking eye. He fucked up the fish's eye and threw it back. I read many years ago with the UK university offering students the opportunity to study David Beckham studies. To this day, I never figured out if that was legit or not. David Beckham is like a soccer player, right? A football player for the rest of the world. I'm not 100% certain. I feel like I recognize the name David Beckham. Yeah, that's the one. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know, to some degree, it is funny. I'm pretty sure that that soccer was invented in the UK, and then they brought it everywhere, and every single other nation learned how to do it better than the UK. they're trying to claim back the crown. Too bad, I guess it's when I caught my first fish and I had an old friend had to stomp on it to stop flopping around before it hurt someone. Yeah, that's understandably also deeply traumatic. Yeah, I don't blame you. But no, I enjoy fishing games. I think the big thing is like the idea of like being outside and just like waiting forever sounds deeply unappealing to me, I guess. So I just tend to be like, I'm just gonna like, you know, I'm just gonna stay in and play fishing games instead of going out and fishing. So while I lack any inflation fetish because my Sona happens to be a raccoon, I made a joke before realizing it's me we're talking about, and if I ever make the joke again, I will be cooked kink or not. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, it is wild how it's just like one of those things where like it just is a recurring theme. All right, and now I'm trying to figure out where in the world. Starlight Pontoon. But yeah, no. It is very wild to me, though, that there are so many people I know who have a raccoon Sona who are also into inflation. Like, I've known a single raccoon Sona, other than Yukasai, who wasn't into inflation. And I know of, like, at this point, probably about a dozen of them. A few times I went fishing, I normally involved a beer, blasting Black Sabbath on the CD player, and not catching that many fish. I suppose that's fair. It's like if you're going into it if you're going into it with the goal of catching fish, you're gonna have a less of a good time. Because like, you know, I think it's just like largely an excuse to go out and just experience nature, which is like, ew, imagine touching grass. Could never be me. That grass shit, miss me with it. I feel like that's some shit that you would hear in like modern day like Dare. Miss me with that grass shit. This is not the right location. Dock. You ever seen the 007 movie where James Bond defeats the bad guy by inflating him big and round and he flies into air and pops? No? Scoosy? Huh. I saw the inflates you big and around tweet, and I'm like, oh, so this is why raccoons get that rip. Okay. That is yet another I hit the wrong button. That's another reason why raccoons get the inflation stereotype, but also a lot of raccoons are just into inflation. And like, there's nothing wrong with it. It just is. It just is funny how it's like one of those stereotypes that there's got to be some explanation, but God knows I couldn't possibly come up with it. There's a little bit like some like secret like foundational memory, like some like really like really well suppressed like piece of media out there where there's a raccoon inflating. There's gotta be, with how ubiquitous it is. Okay. Actually, I should probably go ahead and get the fishing gear upgrade while I'm here. I'm so glad you can just crash into the docks like Mach 5 and be fine. You are never more than 8 feet away from an inflating raccoon. That's a wild fucking thing to say. Oh my god. Okay, let's weigh my morbid curiosity against my sense of self-preservation. Self-preservation. Look at Discord. I'm scared. I'm scared. Also, like, it is weird. Like, right? It just like so inflation and the fact that it just incidentally pops up a lot in just random media is why I'm like, do we have these kinks because people include them in films, or did we develop them because we saw it a lot as kids? The conversation is blowing up out of proportion. Shut up. We've gotten a lot better at filming action scenes. Let's not forget one of the most infamous inflation aficionado, Andrew Dobson. Who? Oh my god! He actually died! Was this someone's foundational memory? Was this someone's kink awakening? God. The Hollywood magic is truly incredible. He's the comic book guy that drew that blue bear in a fedora. That doesn't ring a bell, and I'm scared. The comic guy that drew that blue bear in a fedora. That does not ring a bell in the slightest. Welcome on in, Zia. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Andrew... Hold up. On a single Google search, I think I found a hypothesis. Tom Preston, also known as Andrew Dobson, is a DeviantArt artist and webcomic creator most famous for the creation of his So You're a Cartoonist, an autobiographical comic about life as a cartoonist. What in the fuck? Yeah, this I somehow completely dodged this. But okay, but why is he a meme? You know what? I don't care. This seems like the only thing worse than internet drama is ancient internet drama. I don't give a shit, man. Ain't nobody got fucking time for that. I'm moving on with my life. I wonder what the correlation of raccoons who watch Charlie and the Chocolate. I have to imagine that is a not insubstantial, you know, source of it. That like some you know, non-zero amount of it is a result of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Because like, I don't know, man. A lot of people saw the blueberry scene and were definitely influenced. That's the word I'm going with. I'm stopping the conversation there. He used to rally against misogyny while also running a website about inflating women and then popping them. What the fuck? Okay. I mean, it's weird, but like, if he is earnestly engaging with, like, if he's earnestly engaging with and affirming the struggles of women, I don't see the problem with him drawing porn of his very niche fetish involving women. That might be a hot take. I don't know. But again, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's old internet drama, which means inevitably there's some fucking wild shit that I'm missing context for. It's like, yeah, also he committed, like, you know, quintuple, you know, murder homicide. It's just like, that's the part that everyone forgets. That's what fucking listening to, like, documentaries about the Chris Chan situation feel like. It's like, I'll tune out for like 3 seconds and I'll come back in and it's like, yeah, he you know, he took pictures of himself buttered up in front of a campfire. He called himself the cobbler, and you know, like, the internet drama gets fucking wild. Especially like, you know, I think that there, like, you know, there is, like, people who take internet drama and, like, actually fuck up people's lives over shit that, like, you know, I look at certain things and I'm like, you know, this is just someone who's, like, mentally unwell that the internet decided is really funny, and so they just ran with it. And, like, that's not cool. But also, like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it would be funny if it weren't sad. So if you can get over the fact that it's sad, it's really funny. Come on now. Fuck off. I do not want to have to deal with the fucking, the red tornado of being angry at me. Get Tokyo drifted? Yeah, he was just a sociopath from back in the day. He got so toxic his family told him to get off the internet after his Twitter rant cost his brother a job. Okay, but that one feels unfair. That one feels like actively bullshit. Like, I feel bad for the brother. Like he didn't deserve that. I feel like if you're like, if you're a hiring manager and you're hiring, like, you're looking at someone and you see, like, family members who are batshit insane, like, and not hiring them because, like, oh, like, hey, you've got this family member who is problematic, like, nah, that's fucked up. You're an asshole. Hold up, actually, there might be something here for me to get still. There was. East Asia ass hiring process. I mean, to be fair, I can't imagine that it doesn't happen here in the States. I have to imagine it's happened at least once here, which, like, sucks. Like, end of sentence. I don't know, man. 4 large, powerful fish. Maybe it's just a me thing, though. I don't know. It feels like... It's like... I can kind of understand, because, like, the idea is, like, oh, like, you know... Like, it's fucked up, but it's like you're not supposed to talk about, like, if you, like... Like, if they ever ask about, like, you know, a gap, you just tell them, like, you signed an NDA, because even if you explain, it's like, yeah, you know, it was family stuff, like, you know, like, I was helping my mom out with something, they can still, like, they still will, like, not hire you because of, like, personal, you know, they'll be like, oh, you got, like, you know, you got familial concerns that are going to prevent you from doing a good job on the, you know, in the office, and that's fucking stupid and bullshit. But, like, also, the wonderful, wonderful world of, you know, capitalism. Anyhow, enough internet archaeology. Time to go in the kink discussion. So what kink shall we discuss today? What move we feel in chat? Name a kink, any kink. Except for that kink. Don't name that one. And the kink of the day is vor! That's right, it's a furry stream. I've been activated. Macro step. Macro is a... I feel like macro as a kink, like, I don't know. I feel like it should have more reach than it does. Because, like, macro is almost like a modifier kink. Like, you can make any kink more kinky, for lack of a better term, but, like, by just, like, adding like size difference to it, right? Is kink shaming a kink? Seeing clothes dissolve is kinky? Yeah, that definitely strikes me as being something that... I mean, okay. I'm of the opinion that I find people more attractive when they're wearing something that's very tight, or when they're wearing, like I actively, like, you know... Like, if I'm messaging someone and they're like, here's a dick pic, miss me with that shit. But, like, if I'm, like, having a conversation and they're like, hey, look at this new jockstrap I got, I'm into it. I'm 100% into it, you know? Because I don't know, there's something about, like, leaving stuff to the imagination that I find significantly more attractive. I have a pretty niche kink. Well, you're going to share with the class? Is mayonnaise a kink? For you, Kasai, yes. I say with the most exhaustion in my voice I can possibly muster. Okay. We mostly just need a lot of metal now. I'll be honest with you, I feel like it's gotta be like if you have a really niche kink, it's gotta be simultaneously, like, really thrilling, but also, like, kind of frustrating. I am very kink-filled. Don't worry, Kronos. We know. We've been knowing. Alright, sell the fish. Here's your fish, and then I need to plant the crap. I've completely forgotten that I'm trying to make some amount of progress. That is death. So you almost call me Kasai? I'd mind it. I don't know. How dare? I mean, I didn't do that. Nudity, hot pic, dick. Nudity is hot. Dick pic's gross. Like, zoom out on your ballpark Frank beef hot dog or Arby's roast beef sandwich. Wild sentences, but I respect it. I'll share it privately if you're interested. Now I'm just, like, curious. I'm like, what kink are you know? Hold up, I think I need to experience anxiety at an incredible velocity. There it is. The curiosity is peaked for Starky. A sudden chill rushes through the marrow of your bones, surging up your arms, your neck. A deep vision enters your mind. The green glimmer of an aurora blooms in the night sky above the resort. A distant bloom shakes the thatched roofs and rouses dreamers from their sleep. The waters withdraw, exposing the coral to the warm air, confused creatures chittering and seeking out their hiding places. Moments later, the water returns, crashing, seething, sweeping souls out to sea. Interesting. Alright, now I need to figure out... I put the crab pot there. I'm going here, so I need to go, like, northeast. Oh, hold up. Actually, I need to grab some sharks, I think. That's if I ever get my son a socks, that's the warning sign that I've discovered what horny feels like. You see what I mean? I talk about it, I've talked about it a couple of times. The horniest thing you can get your Sona drawn in is just socks. It is way hornier than getting a Sona drawn in like a jock strap, because you're implying that the character is supposed to be wearing something, but has chosen to wear just socks. Okay, everyone, DM your kinks to Starky on Discord. Oh my god. DM me your most esoteric kink, and I'll make fun of you if I'll make fun of you if I think your kink's lame. What about just gloves? Just gloves is that's the Bugs Bunny effect. Like if you're wearing just gloves, that's Bugs Bunny. There's plausible deniability, and then you could be like, oh, they're just a big fan of Bugs Bunny. I don't know which of the various sharks I'm supposed to be getting. I assume that it's the hammerhead for the thing over here. I think my kink should be apparent and vanilla. Cinematography. I got nothing. I won't lie. I always put Starky in socks now. Like I said, that I think I would rather actually get Starky in a jockstrap, and in fact, I have got Starky in a jockstrap drawn, but somehow getting drawn in socks is way hornier to me. You are a yeah, you're a crab. There's okay. I really hope it's hammerheads that the thing over here wants. Because if it's not, I have no idea what the fuck it's looking for. YouTube Shorts calls me out bad. What is it, giving you girl boss ASMR? A slab of rock cut above the waves. There are 4 large, powerful fish. And 4 great fissures running through. I think it's looking for probably great white. Oh, damn it. I feel brave. You know what? Fair enough. So I guess I need to probably look for great white sharks. Whale. Nope, you are not great white sharks. I feel bad for great white sharks. They're the most unfairly maligned creatures out there. The video was DM'd, but not with the implication I'm pushing you to watch it this instant. So what you're saying is I need to watch it after stream, so I can make fun of you for it then. It used the word great, so I feel like it's gotta be a great white shark. I don't know. It feels deliberate. I just need to figure out where the fuck those things are. Hold on. Oh, I could have crashed into a rock at any point. Nope. Nope. No, you don't. No, you don't, you bitch-ass bitch. Like, it's stream safe, but yeah, try to minimize my interruptions. Understandable. Here, here's fish. Oh, hold up a moment. I'm going to sleep. Okay. Now, where are sharks? Scent. All right, I will probably check that out after stream. You seem like you're probably correct. I don't know. Bronze whaler. I gotta also get a bunch of this fucking scrap metal. Like, I hope to hit around 1 off-topic break per stream. That's fair. I think that's like a fair, you know. Usually we hit a little bit more than that, although it kind of depends on if we're doing art. In theory, I'm supposed to do art today, but I did get. I did get a little bit of an artistic workout in yesterday. So, you know, and also I'm just a fucking Eevee bitch. So I'm like, I was talking about a monkey. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I added you about chicken just to piss you off, like in the chat or like in Discord. It's funny. It's not that the internet decided to transfer the villainy sharks had to dolphins. Oh, don't get me wrong. Dolphins don't deserve it either, but also. Dolphins deserve it a little bit more. Discord, I said that duck was like chicken if it was good. Nah, you're just right. You're right. You're correct. Who shared out monkey? He's not streamed in a hot minute. Also, I had the duck for the first time. The dolphin experiment. Like, don't get me wrong. Dolphins are problematic, but like, they don't deserve that. Though with the LSD and the hand jobs. Yes, the dolphin experiment with the LSD and the hand jobs. What other dolphin experiment is there? It's the only one. Oh, hold up a minute. Have I fucking fisherman feed? Feed the mouth. It's a tarpon. I need some more drawings, but I'm busy painting miniatures of the 18th century soldiers. I did it a few times. I wasn't in a great place at the time, so I may try to tackle it again. That's fair. It is one of those things where, like, it is an artistic pursuit, but it is also one with, I'm gonna be honest with you, streaming is very much like hit or miss. You know, I enjoy my time on stream. I like, you know, I act like I would not actively be streaming if I did not enjoy the time I spend here hanging out with y'all. But I do feel like, to some degree, you know, if you've got other artistic pursuits in consideration, streaming is lower ROI. Anyone curious what Mystery Schools Animated was cooking? What the fuck? Starky actually enjoys my company. I enjoy just being here with y'all. And I sincerely appreciate people who stop by. Like, to some degree. So, to some degree, it is, like, stream is me kind of making my own space. Because there's a lot of people where it's like, I want to interact with them. I enjoy the times I get to spend with them. But also, like, there are so many people that I want to interact with that it's difficult for me to set aside the time. So, stream is a space where I can, like, offer the opportunity for people to come out and hang. And I really appreciate people when they do. My housemate told me how I'm one of the easiest people he's met to get along with. Okay, oh yeah, that one. Did you know that there's the equivalent of rabbits and pregnant human... Wait, did you know that there's an equivalent of that with rabbits and pregnant human urine? Scoosy? Oh, think of the stretch. Starkey looks at chat like, by God, what's happening? There are definitely times I look at chat and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Who let who put all this horny here? Who put all this horny here? It's too much. Just put some of that horny back. But I sincerely appreciate even just the chance for people to be like, hey, you know, like people who stop by, people who just chill out. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you inject human urine in a female rabbit, its ovaries explode. The human is pregnant. Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, we're about to run our second set of 3-minute ads. Go take care of yourself. Go grab, like, some food. Go, I guess, get, you know, a female rabbit for no reason in particular. There are 4 large, powerful fish shaped in its... Okay. Do I need to get, like, the 4 sharks, maybe? I don't know. Here. Let me catch a hammerhead over here and see if it fits in there. Oh, you're right. I need to hydrate a lot. Yes. We were loudly discussing dolphin pussy. What sounds like that sounds like a brass eye bit. Dolphin pussy. I'm killing this bit. I'm killing this bit with my kill. Huge bulbous eyes move about on large fleshy stalks, siphoning energy from its body. Its search is not over. I gotta say, it's gotta be fun to draw fucked up fish. It's gotta be fun to be, like, real creative about how you can draw a fish, but just, like, wrong. Fish, but incorrectly. All right, there's got to be more fucking there has to be more hammerheads around here. There we go. One normal hammerhead. Fuck, I'm a mammal, you're fish. Bitch, you mean a whale? Twitter brands discovering November isn't about peanuts be like, there's no fucking way any Twitter brand thinks No Nut November is about peanuts. I refuse to believe this. You can't convince me. Ads saving me. Welcome on a Noah guy. I think with a hydrate. Gorp. Gorp. Meanwhile, vets are acutely aware. Acutely aware of what? Acutely aware of what? Kosai. What are veterinarians acutely aware of? I am actually... I am actually scared. I say that a lot on this stream, but I don't know, man. Somehow this feels fucking different. Don't you fucking colon 3 me. You put that emoticon back where it fucking came from. And you answer the question, damn it. Ooh, eyes. Gosh, I just love being surrounded by eyes in the ocean. It definitely makes me feel at ease and seen. 15% off neuters. You dock next to an old rowboat. Somebody's here. He's hunching over a campfire, muttering to himself. You cautiously approach.
Did you throw it back?
What?
The book!
I don't understand.
I'm not seeing things. It's really you, isn't it?
Who do you think I am? He turns away, wringing his hands. He speaks to the fire.
It was him. Him and his damned wife. They dredged up that old book, but something cloaked in fog followed it out. Right through the boat. Boom!
50% off neuters for all of November. Why the fuck they need 6 ads? Bezos needs his money. Oh, come on, Akabor. That had you, sweet bean. The man makes crude explosion noises and motions wide with his hands, still talking to the fire, as though pantomiming a story to a child.
It spoke. It spoke. It said it was coming for our breath, that we wouldn't be needing it soon, and then darkness crashed down. An age later, some of us washed up on the shore, and him still clutching that book.
But impoverished Bezos is my king. Same bestie. Welcome on, Akabor. How you doing, sweet bean?
Throw it back, we cried, but as the fog rolled ashore, we thought surely it can still be undone.
What book?
Silver and crimson, the book covered in blood.
You're not making any sense.
Throw it back! Please, the lighthouse keeper. She saw. She knows where it came from. Where it needs to go.
So anyways, as I was saying, dolphins committed Yugoslavian war crimes. Sounds about right.
Rats. We're rats.
What's up, Chris?
We're the rats.
That's right, your pets will lose their nuts forever. 15% off this month only.
Is that why vets are keenly aware of what the nut is in No Nut November? Yo, can I be a pet? Monkey, are you learning things about yourself? Yes. Monkey's developing pet kink. Recorded first cited first recording.
Silver and crimson.
Sorry, after you mentioned dolphin, I sent you a video that popped into my mind. Discount vasectomy go. He rocks back and forth, staring through the flames. What do you know about the fog?
It cloaks that calamitous thing. It's evil. Haven't you felt it?
It was like
She saw it all that ruinous day. Ask her, beg her, tell her
he trails off, his face collapsing in sorrow. This will ice keep. All right. Well, shit's fucked. Shit's not going well here, huh? Okay, listen. I'm all for saving money, but I feel like if you're getting a discount surgery, you're like you're playing with things that like aren't, you know. I feel like of all of the things you want to discount on, I feel like surgery is like up there in terms of things that I would rather pay full price for. I will not forget the time Bowsette became a thing and Nintendo prefaced a tweeter with "Sorry, Bowser." I feel, to be fair, didn't the Bowsette guy, like wasn't his life ruined by that comic? Like to this day, he fucking rues making that comic because people still won't shut up about it. Approach a hooded figure. Dirty golden robes obscure all features except for a pair of withered blackened hands. Fishermen, deep calls respond. Their voice gurgles with the sound of fluid in their lungs. An answer. No evil. Wait, what? I know trust. What are you talking about? It's just a man in yellow. It's not like there's like, you know, like a famous, you know, Lovecraftian story about a king who is in yellow. That doesn't exist. Oh, what are they gonna bust my nuts too hard? I mean, listen, okay. They might. They could. Welcome on, Waffles. Gotta be a sleeping. Shout for struggle for Waffles. They could do that, and then like you gotta go and be like, hey, they busted my nuts, but they kept going, and now my pelvis is busted. Do not turn left at the crossroads. Do not turn left at the crossroads. Hello. I see chat is really enjoying the experience of playing this game. How goes? It's going all right. I'm back from it's not even like a hiatus. I just like between taking Friday off and being unavailable to stream Monday, I just like had a 4-day break. So naturally everything's broken and I've completely forgotten how to stream. But how you doing? How you holding up? How you holding up, Waffles? Dirk Waffle?
Hello, sorry. Would you step out of the way for a moment? Show my shot.
You move to the side. A few seconds later, the photographer sighs in exasperation and mutters to herself.
No, this simply won't do. The angle of this lens is all wrong. I never get a close-up shot of anything with this and the others. I fear they were lost overboard.
She sighs and looks off to the west. There is no typo in Bossing Say. There was no typo there. Ignore.
I was sailing for the Stella Basin, you see, squeezing my boat through a narrow gap between two islands, and then I crashed into some coral. I thought I heard something in the water behind me, so I did not stop. If you were able to retrieve the lenses for me, let me see. She rummages through what few belongings survived the trip. I have a spare camera here that I won't need. You're welcome to it if you can find those lenses.
I've had those for fucking ever now. Oh, god damn it. I don't... I'm crashing out. Because I have them. I just can't access my fucking storage here.
Rats, where rats? Where the rats?
It's and it's.
It's and isn't. How the fuck am I supposed to say that? I mean, I actually, it's is and it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. No, I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke. Thank you for the stroke. Thank you for the stroke. Thank you for inflicting stroke upon me. Is there something still here? Why can I still check the ship? Starky's having a stroke while I'm having a stroke? Oh, that's what your kink is. Someone experiencing a major brain malfunction. No jacking off in chat. Nope, that's not the right one. Welcome on in, Phoenix. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. How you holding up? We are fishing. We're fishing, and there's definitely not anything suspicious going on. Stop. You can't call it a... Okay, here's the thing. You can't call it a scam because you know it's broken. Migraine? I'm sorry to hear that. I guess to be fair, yeah, we got some weird storm rolling in that's just sitting. It's just sitting on us. Scam implies that you were getting, like, you know... You knew it was broke. Buyer beware and all that. It's supposed to be her all week. Oh my god. Oh, Indiana. I guess to be fair, it's the entire Midwest because apparently like it's like in Virginia and Ohio they're also dealing with it. I'm not summoning deep fetishes unspeakable in any known language in chat. I'm really glad you're not doing that, because otherwise I would have to send you to the Eldritch Horny dimension. It's like the horny it's like horny jail, except you're scared. You're scare-roused. So horny jail. I hadn't considered that possibility. Usually people are excited about going to horny jail, I'm gonna be honest. Yo, where's my eldritch descriptions of monster fucking scenes where his dick moves in patterns unseen, at some point seeming concave and at others convex. Aren't all eldritch monsters horny eldritch monsters? I mean, if you're dedicated enough, then yeah. Welcome on, Darius. That have you, Sweet Bean. You need to read more smut. I don't like that response. I don't like that response because it scares me. I'm beginning to think that I'm more asexual than I'm realizing. His dick moves in directions not compatible with Euclidean principles. I mean, to be fair, most things move in ways that are not.
He was twerking in a way that could not be, his prolapse anus forming truths too great for the human mind. It was somehow both herniated semaphore and intestinal kanji, and something more. I knew not whether it was the clapping of his arse cheeks or the grinding of bone against bone, but each tumultuous gyration sent a thunderclap through the valley.
I fucking forgot about the opposite of art.
Where the rats?
It's been
Hey,
so long.
geez, what? What today is 4th of July. Goodbye 2007, hello 2008.
You know, that's a deserved 69-second timeout, but that's not the first time that sequence of numbers has been read on stream before. Hey, what does Monkey write about anyways? Usually about suffering. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. It's usually about suffering. What the hell? Monkey is a writer. Monkey is a writer. Derogatory. But this is suffering. Yeah, exactly. It's fitting on theme. There's no contextualization that can be done to explain why. There just is. Snake and mackerel, huh? Hold up a moment. Have I been dumb this entire time? But yeah, no. That's probably the worst thing you've written at this point, Monkey. Whenever you come back from ban jail. I think that's still the worst thing you've written. As a writer, I take a massive bad and remove all of the okay, leaving only the worst. Listen, I got to experience a little bit of doing the whole writing thing, because I accidentally... How could you? How could you? But no, I accidentally did 5K words writing today, for a video essay that I've been wanting to work on. Also, why was I recommended a video titled "Why Brain Damage Was the Best Thing to Happen to Rainbow Dash"? What the fuck? Honestly, it's the only thing I've written to be bad on purpose. Heavy as a writer too. But yeah, no, I accidentally did like 4 or 5K words today. I don't know, I kept writing and I couldn't stop. It's just one of the fucking things. It just happens. Can I put you here? I ain't risking it. I'll put the good job, Gov. Alright, so we need to find what could possibly go here? I need to find like a bronze whaler, blacktip reef shark, and a hammerhead shark. Right against the dying of the light. But yeah, no. Currently, I need to do a pass. Low key, because I need probably someone to fucking double check my work, just to make sure I'm being like I'm not being unfair to either Silksong or like I'm not being like overly I'm not being overly harsh on Clair Obscure, and I'm not being overly, you know, like I'm not like, you know, overly fallacious. It was actually a good description. Yeah, I'm not overly filleting Silksong, because I genuinely do think excessively tumescent. Like I genuinely do think the games are both equally good, but to some degree, it's frustrating to be like, hey, I like both these games, and then people to be like, what the fuck do you mean you like both these games? Clair Obscure is clearly the best. And then, of course, also knowing that on the other side you have incredibly like zealotous, you know, Silksong fans who, you know, harassed random devs on the internet. I don't know. You gotta give me a gift for language, and it's all your fucking problem. It insists upon itself. To some degree, it's like there is like, okay. Hold up, my storage. I actually need you. There is, like, I don't know how to describe it, because there is something about Clair Obscure, like, Clair Obscure isn't, like, okay. There's this idea of Oscar bait, which I feel like is very much a loaded way of kind of approaching media that I think is genuinely unfair. But also, to some degree, there is something about, like, openly broadcasting the suffering of your characters. I think Clair Obscure would have been infinitely better with an analingus scene. Based. But no. Like, there is something about, like, actively, you know, actively advertising, I guess, the suffering of your characters. It's like, okay, Clair Obscure broaches a bunch of heavy topics, you know, like what it means to experience loss, how do you handle grief, you know, working, like the innate desire to work towards a world that's better and leave behind more for the next generation than we got ourselves. But also, like, it, to some degree, like it's not pretentious, because that implies that, like, what it has to say isn't genuine, like, authentically interesting, or serious. But there is, it's like there's like almost a like it's the Frenchness. You see, my problem is the French now. I'm only like 90% joking. There was me thinking the expedition was about the pitfalls of being French. But no, like, because it is very much like it's very art film. And with that kind of comes, like, a lot of bullshit. French defamatory. French defamatory is, like, that's a new level. It's like, how dare you call me French? That is, I guess, to be fair, it's print, so it's a libel. How dare you call me French in print? But no. It's, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I kind of need more time to, like, cook on it. To, like, make sure that I'm being, like, because, you know, I don't know. There's this, like, weird recurrent theme with video games, especially video games that are, like, held up as being, like, pinnacles of the genre, where, like, they can't just tell a story. They have to be, like, the most important game for its genre. Like, I was unironically fucking seeing people be like, oh, Clair Obscure saved the RPG genre. Motherfucker, BG3 won Game of the Year 2 years ago. And people out here unironically arguing, yeah, Clay Obscure saved the saved the turn-based RPG genre. Is like, that's insanity. Best review of Expedition 33 was someone said the game was 10 out of 10, but he couldn't recommend it because it made French people almost likable. Was that zero shit, he's not zero punctuation anymore. Ben Yossi Croshaw, now of Fully Ramblematic. Was that him? That sounds like me, to be honest. Nah, it was some random dude on Steam. No, Starky, they mean JRPGs because they hate JRPGs made by the East. Slide the 4 sharks into the fissure and they slip down out of sight. Moments later, you spot something rising towards the surface of the water. Viscera Crane. That's a fucking killer band name, low-key. I need to be able to handle oceanic fish. They're not JRPGs if they're from the West, they're sparkling angst. That's the thing. It's like, okay. But also, hold up, because there's some bullshit, because it's Sandfall Interactive's a fucking French studio. If JRPGs are the dying genre, then fucking Clay Obscure doesn't count because it's French. If you're talking about turn-based RPGs, they've never been at risk. Also, how the fuck are you gonna sit there and be like JRPGs are a dying genre while Atlas continues to remake Persona 5 6 times? We got Persona 5, but this time it's a gacha game. We got Persona 5, but this time it's a battle royale. We got Persona 5, but this time it's a fucking zombie genre. I think it's just because like there are people who only engage. It's very slight voice crack. There are people who only engage with. Also, Metaphor ReFantasio came out last year. Yeah, I think that there are earnestly people who only engage with video games in the most like surface level. Like there are people who only engage with the absolute like the biggest, most well-known releases each year. And even though we get an RPG that's big each year, it doesn't really like, because it's a genre that focuses more on the story than the gameplay, it doesn't hit it off with people who aren't super into RPGs. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Where like, you know, there's some amount of frustration with like I'm proud of myself. I managed to get through the entire script so far without once using the word gamers. I'm proud of myself for doing that, even though it fucking killed me. Because there's one more where I'm just like, I want to fucking complain about dipshits on the internet so bad. But no, because it's like, I think that there's still to some degree childishness around people who play video games, but I think it's in an effort to appear more adult. Like, okay, there's this quote that like when I became an adult, I packed away childishness. Sometimes people will just hate something because it looks anime. Cough puff. Fair enough. Adult in the same way Family Guy is. Yeah, exactly. It's like there's this quote, and I can't remember who it is from, but it's something to the effect of like, when I became an adult, I had to pack away my childish things, including my desire to be an adult. Because I feel like there is. It's like the people who are perpetually like trying to validate video games as a genre without realizing that the people who don't engage with it as like an actual artistic medium aren't going to. Like, the general populace knows video games can be art. But I feel like there's still a contingency of people out there who engage with it very shallowly, who just want to enjoy video games as a like relaxant, as something to do in their free time, but who don't want it to be seen as childish. So they LARP online as being an artistic enjoyer while simultaneously actively detracting from the discourse. I don't know. In other video game news, I saw Paradox took control of City Skylines from Colossal Order due to City Skylines 2 poor performance sales-wise. The only problem the last time that happened was Paradox doing the same thing to Prison Architect 2. That game fell off the face of the planet. Oof. They only play video games for the ultra kill butt plug support. Exactly. By the way, I fucking love ultra kill. It's if I could only play 10 games, ultra kill's 100% going on that list. Hikita's a fucking psychopath, and I love him. I think Hikita is my favorite psychopath. He is 100% the kind of person who who should be given free reign to do whatever. He should be given all of the power about designing important infrastructure, but then also given a team of psychologists and ethics professors to be like, okay, this one's good, this one kills people. This one's good, this one kills people. Because he's clearly super smart and capable with software, but also he needs someone to tell him no. Because the butt plug support is fucking wild. Exactly, Shroud. Not every single one wants to be Sweatlords, and that's why single player tends to do better at award shows. Exactly. But I think there's to some degree it is almost excessive, where it's okay, goddamn photographer, you just have a lot of background noise, don't you? Imagine philosophers and psychologists taking notes and not stopping him. That's actually very likely. But plug support, this isn't chess. Oh my god. But no, I to some degree I feel like there are people who okay. There are people out there who see Clair Obscur and see its adult themes and say, okay, this clearly needs to win Game of the Year. And there's a lot of people out there who have engaged with Clair Obscur, but haven't engaged with anything else, and just assume that it's the best Game of the Year. Okay, Blueprints came out this year. If I had to pick one game from this year that impressed me the most, it's Blueprints, because it is a solo developer who only commissioned art and music and made one of the most complex puzzle games in history by himself. I can't handle horror games, not because they're scary, but because they stress me the fuck out, the opposite of why I want to play games. Okay. Blueprints is, technically speaking, a fascinating, well-developed, super interesting designed game that I have a lot of frustrations with. And I feel like it got really snubbed. Okay. Clair Obscur and Silksong had two of the lockdowns for Game of the Year. Those two things are insta-sells. There's no way you don't include them in nominees. You would be laughed out of our room. The other three, okay, legally speaking, I'm not allowed to complain about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Freddy is outside of my door. He has the gun. He will shoot me if I say that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is if I do not praise Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 as a pioneer of the genre. I think Blueprint suffered from being released too early in the year. People assume I had an outgrow everything phase are violating, and I hate it. He was killed before and will he has killed before and will kill again. No, Starkey's actually touched upon the rare topic that will get me heated. I feel like looking at the games on the Game of the Year award, it feels like it's a battle between two colossi. And I feel like it's very much in favor of Clair Obscur winning. I think it's gonna be a clean sweep, even for the genres. Okay, hold up, because I'm about to say some shit that actually might meaningfully get people pissed at me. What's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Starkey says
I did-
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is the definition of
I did not say that. That is Chris saying that. Freddy, do not hate that guy. But no, you want to watch me say some shit that would 100% get me fucking dogpiled on Blue Sky? Clair Obscur decidedly does not deserve Soundtrack of the Year, because that honor 100% goes to Silksong. And I have a very specific reason, which is I've listened to both. And Clair Obscur is great for songs like Lune, Un Via Tameo, you know, for the battle themes, like, you know, in Lumiere's name. But also, there's a substantial amount of songs in that track. Like, there's a substantial amount of songs in that OST that are just area ambiance.
Where rats? Where the rats?
Okay, Stronger.
I'm about to throw hands for that comment, Starkey. I'm not saying, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Clair Obscur's music is bad. It has truly spectacular tracks, but if you need to consider the totality of the OST, and every single song from Silksong I would listen to as its own bespoke song. But if you fucking give me a Cloud of Anxiety from Spring Meadows in Clair Obscur and told me I had to listen to it 3 times in a row, I'm actually pulling out my knife and I'm ending your life. Because it's not a song, it's area ambiance. It feels like it's kind of like, okay. I feel like it's the kind of thing where it's like it should almost be like it's to some degree that might be just my frustration with the way people put out OSTs for video games, where like they'll just be like, I love the Bayonetta OST, except for the part where like 50% of the songs are just some random bullshit sound effect that they needed to use for some scene that they had going on. You know, it's possible that that's my frustration, where like I feel like Clair Obscur deserves the sound effect award. My hot take, the Siren tracks are the best of the game. I can understand that, but I feel like if you're including, you're diluting the pool of your music when you include shit that is just background ambiance. And I feel like, having listened to both OSTs in full, I would much rather listen to Silksong's because it's a soundtrack and not songs occasionally interrupted by like 4 minutes of silence. And like I said, it's one of those things where it's like it might just be like my frustration with how fucking developers, I beg of you, if you're going to fucking release your OST, you can include the tracks that are just background ambiance, but it's gotta be a separate record. Breath of the Wild soundtrack isn't memorable, that being said. Exactly! It's like, okay, how many, like, what concentration of genuinely good songs do you need? You dilute the music when the track skips every 10 seconds. It has a dozen different genres. Claire Obscur's the ADHD of game. Starkey's clearly been brought off by Big Silksong. You can say that. You're allowed to say that. If you listen to the entire Clair Obscur OST 3 times. You're allowed to say that. If you can do that, if you can do that and prove that you did it, you're allowed to say that. Until then, nah. It's like 4 hours. And 2 hours of that is silence. So give the Clear Silksong bias. Yeah. Like, okay. I acknowledge that I do personally enjoy Silksong more. Because he will commit arson for... I won't commit arson for Silksong. Baldur's Gate 3 should have won Best Score. It didn't? What did? But no, like, because if you ask me what my game of the year is, it's Silksong. In part because I struggle with RPGs, especially playing through it the second time. No, starting up an OnlyFans for Silksong. Like, I think Final Fantasy did. I can understand that. I can kind of understand that one. I can understand why Final Fantasy won that one. But no, like, I recognize that, like, I enjoyed Silksong more. But I also feel like false. He was a Silksonger, and a Silksonger would commit arson over Silksong. Like, okay. I think that, here's the thing. Like, I am coming into it with a bias, but I genuinely try to be fair. I think having tried to listen to both OSTs, it's a rough listen. Like, because I cannot convey the degree to which there just are tracks on this, like, a lot of this comes down to the fact that, like, I need Sandfall Interactive to release a soundtrack where they cut out all of the songs that don't have music and are just spooky synths. Like, that's a substantial number of songs on the OST that they put out in the public, and it fucking kills me because I want to enjoy the songs, but I'm not about to fucking sift through the songs that are actually songs versus the songs that are just... Ooh. Welcome on to Rat Cousin. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But no, you see, that response is part of why I'm like, I can't acknowledge this. I'm not allowed to acknowledge this in the video because I will get fucking sent to the Shadow Realm. Do I like... Is Un Via Tamel one of the best songs ever written for a video game? Absolutely. Does that excuse that they call a lot of songs when they're just drums occasionally being hit? No, it doesn't. I'm not actually arguing, by the way, just playing a Silk Song after witnessing the iceberg and being traumatized. I think, okay. I'm not about to fucking reveal the entire video essay I've been working on. But there is also, can we shout out for Rat Hudson? I'm sorry, I got distracted. Best ending credit songs to any TV show, movie, or video game. M4 Part 2 from Mass Effects. Very French of them. You see the parts of the soundtrack that suck. It's all fitting in the Claire Obscure's metaphor. It's the suffering because it's French. Well, thanks for the shout out. Hope you've been well. Good, all right. I'm currently getting canceled by my chat for a very earnest take. Critique the soundtrack unless you are a coward. Relatable. I don't want anyone from me. All right, it's fine. Here, let's go fucking... He grabs my Spotify playlist, pulls up fucking... Let's listen to some real bangers. Let's listen to, hold up. Actually, this one's a song, isn't it? Hold up. Yeah, because that one... Get lambasted for your take and go viral. Low-key. Where's Spring Meadows? Because there are things here where it's just like, all publicity is good publicity. That's not how you spell publicity. They give up me spelling tests as... They gave up giving me spelling tests as child. That's fair. But no, like, it's... I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I think that those tracks are good, but they are good in service to the scene that they're in and not as, like, bespoke songs outside of the context that they are supposed to be experienced in. You know? It's a case of, like, the sum being more, like, you know... The scene being more than the sum of its parts. But also, that does mean that, like, each of the parts, when removed from the context of its original scene, is not as good. This is the second worst thing I've heard today. The worst is DSP describing the Epstein list controversy as girl, drama, and gossip. Well, I guess we know who's... you know what? You know what? It's DSP. We're not surprised. I was about to say, it's like, I guess we know who's on the list. What I don't get is why in Clarisphere, why does every soundtrack have a guy in the distance and reverb going, oh. You see, that's part of the French brand. If they don't do that, they'll be arrested by the French police and be sent to French jail. I don't know why it's gotta be. I don't know why everything's gotta be French. Implying DSP isn't a virgin. I'll allow this virgin. Anyways, you see mostly on hard. Nothing that some careful polishing can't remedy. At least I promise you should take my spare camera. The lens is nothing special, but it should allow you to get some good shots. But no, I sincerely think if I drop that take, the video actually will get like hate bombed. Oh, for fuck's... Not you! You're an I hate you. Where are you? Get into the Shadow Realm, you fuck. Just when you think DSP hits the bottom of the barrel, you find out there's more space. Now, as soon as he hits the bottom of the barrel, he digs through the barrel to hit the core of the earth. There is no more barrel, but there also is no more, you know... There is no bottom. So you just invoke the power of May or raising the take will be fine. I would rather get canceled. I would rather get canceled. All right. Well, we got a camera. We got a, you know, murderous, do you fucking mind? Are you gonna have the British guy or an Australian guy narrate the video for some reason? If you say anything in a British or Australian accent, people will believe you, no questions asked. That's a good point. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. You might be speaking. You might be dropping some very important facts that I had not considered. There we go. Thank you. I have fish to collect. What is that sound? I've done so much fucking yapping this stream. And only mostly has it resulted in me in the fucking the twit longer coming. Okay, hold up. My brain did a very dumb thing. When are we getting? Hold up. Who's gonna pay Jack Black on Cameo to use his Steve voice? And in the same tone and cadence as Google as Chicken Jockey, say Google Docky. Who's doing it? Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to take the cost of that. Is it gonna have to be me? I'm trying to fucking save up, man. Have you seen the Economal? It's in burns. It's in fire. In fire. Okay, but hear me out. That's just a fucking power. It's a power move, right? To just be able to post a video of Jack Black saying Google Docky whenever someone gets. Bro, they need to do a GameCube product placement in Minecraft too. Like, I'm aware that to some degree it is the equivalent of like bringing a clown to someone's funeral, but it would be funny once. It'd be really funny that one time that it happens, and that's all I need. I just need it to be funny once. Hold up, if someone check if Jack Black is on Cameo. Sadly, Microsoft would never allow it. That's fair. feel like it's one of those where I don't know if Jack Black would even be on Cameo, because like the dude's made his money, but also I feel like the dude is just like chill enough where he'd be like, yeah, I'm not in for the money. I just want to make things for fans, you know? Like I feel like he'd bring that kind of energy to the function. But I also imagine like it would probably still be kind of pricey because like how many people would be making requests? Whereas like his options are either to price it super duper high or like deal with 10,000 people wanting their own personalized chicken jockey. I can't imagine. There's no way I'm the first person to make this joke, right? Excuse me, was that the fucking League of Legends ping sound effect? Boy, I am just going fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. God damn, I love the color red. It's like the flags on very attractive men. I'm kidding. A man meets you at the dock, bracing himself against the wind and spray. This game is so creepy. I'm definitely, like, it actually does have a very serious atmosphere to it. As much as I am memeing on it, Ayo, listen. Most of my hear me outs are actually, like, okay. There's not very many characters I look at and would be like, I would fuck you in spite of your problematic behavior. But there aren't zero. Are you excited for the Steam frame? Once I get it, I'm filming myself punting / destroying my Quest 3. I mean, I would be, but I don't really have the disposable income. Like, I'm trying to relocate, and like I've made functionally like $500 worth of progress on savings in the last like month because the economy is in fucking ruins. So, not really. Not really. A rapturous day, a fresh disciple carried to me atop the waves. Come ashore, weak thing, and rest your weary soul. Nonsense! Your arrival is providence from the deep itself. I have been calling, and now you are the answer. The rite of purification is almost at hand, and you are to be my replacement. I'm listening. Your trial begins immediately. Tell me what does your spirit seek? Happiness? Ha! Merely an excuse to halt the search for something greater. Happiness is by definition a compromise. I live with my mom, I'll survive. I'm already a loser, so... That's like we gotta work on your self-talk. We gotta work on your self-talk, mister. No negative self-talk. And your flesh, what does it crave? That actually scared me a little bit, I won't lie. Welcome on in, DigiRaven. Welcome to Paulo. Welcome to Lapchat. Glad to have you, sweet beam. The warmth of the sun.
And yet it eludes you.
Corvid spotted, the fellow Corvid. It is great to see Corvids out in the wild. Another bird. More birds. Honestly, I say Corvids, but any kind of bird, I'm 100% here for. I'm here to spread the bird propaganda. There needs to be more birds in the fandom. Oh, a fellow negative talk homie. No negative self-talk, God damn it. Birds. I do love every bird meetup I've gone to. There's been at least one chant where it's just birds.
Yet it eludes you. Darkness is cast over the rest of your days. Finally, what does the world deserve?
Everything.
In a way, it deserves all that is washed ashore. Freely given from the deep, but no more than that.
Need to get one. I need to go to one soon. Heck yeah. You know, the main thing I want to go do in Hades 2 is to see where the banter with Scylla goes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was surprised with the last song I unlocked with from Scylla and the Sirens. If you know, you know.
The trial's concluded. You still have much time to learn, but that knowledge will be delivered to you in time. Now your role as my initiator is to act as the herald of the purge, just as I was for the one before me. The nearby spire blazes with eternal fire, yet the stone hearts of these three idols lay barren and void. Retrieve 3 fathomless flames from the crags behind us and ignite the crucibles. Visit the shrines of the deep, and I will mark them. They will offer guidance, and I must provide no more.
The stone columns of the temple are carved with ancient pictures and texts. Which carving do you want to look at? The swarm of small creatures. The carving shows a swarm of small fish surrounding a boat. The ravenous children. Alone they are nothing. Together they summon her. Beneath these words, someone has added a crudely scratched note. Do not let them grip you. Burn them away. The large eyeless beast. The carving is of a large fish with crossed-out eyes. The unseeing mother. When the starving cannot eat, she approaches. Beneath these words, someone has added a clearly scratched-out note. Blind, but can hear her children. Avoid at all costs. The bubbling vent. The carving shows a bubbling underwater vent. The beneath of salvation. It burns those that mean harm. Only the pure remain. Beneath these words, somebody has added a crudely scratched note. Protection. Follow the magma. Find them. Which statue do you want to look at? The statue holds a stone crucible. It's empty. Okay. Here. I wonder if it's because Scylla gives yandere vibes, but... Are you... Do you want to fuck the fish woman? I'm not judging. I'm just curious. Do not the clam pussy. What is here? No, I want to have a respectful conversation with her. Fish Gussie. What is the G? What is the G doing? Depends which side we're talking about. I guess that's fair. We gotta ask the eternal question. If you can fuck a mermaid, which version? Like, what half is the fish? Do you want man head fish, or do you want body fish head? Body fish body. Why did my brain put those words together in that sequence? None of that was correct. I think I might be dying. Pale skate. Huh. I gotta say, like, I am learning a lot about fish. I'd fuck the merman from Shape of Water, get Abs Sapien and Zed O'Brien in there too. I don't watch movies. I have not seen Shape of Water. Who is Zed O'Brien? Like when you make movie references around me, you have to gently hold my hand and be like, he's this guy from this movie. Abe Sapien? Abe Sapien? Okay, I have read every book. Pursuits, Light the Three Statues, Messages. Yesterday was the reading of his mother's will. Most of the remaining estate went directly to him, of course, but to my surprise, she bequeathed to me her pocket watch. Curious, I'm not fond of the thing, but I know that taking it will mean a lot to him. I cannot help but feel it as some veiled jab at me from beyond the grave. She was the type to do such a thing. Was I late on some occasion? I cannot recall. This area seems like it's gonna be a fucking nightmare to traverse. I swear to God. There not be any fucking spooky fish. All right. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Is it bad that I find the yandere archetype somewhat sweet? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, actually. usually, the takes, you know, I'm gonna be like a little bit more, I'm gonna be a little bit more like, oh, you know, like, oh, you know, it's not my preferred character archetype, but, like, I'll be honest with you, yandere is, like, if you're into them, that's a red flag. That's a red flag about you as a person. Do you fucking mind? These loud ass whispers, goddamn. Post the 3 characters on Discord. I'm not trying to listen to your no solicitors. No solicitors means no fucking solicitors whispering in my head. Bitch, can you not hear? I guess to be fair, they're whispers. They don't have ears. They just whisper in my ear. Something out there is making a noise. Also, we're about to run our last of the 3-minute ads. We run those every hour to turn off free rolls. We don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. You know, go grab a snack, go grab some hydration, go grab a top half fish, bottom half man to fuck. Go grab you know, the cyanide tablet that you'll need to interact with ow. To interact with, you know, the average well-adjusted yandere character archetype. I do not like the sudden tentacles. I gotta say, that's like very, very mean of the game to do that. Specifically yanderes with redemption arcs, to be honest. But this is more acceptable. I am more willing to accept this. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know what infected means, and I don't want to. Oh. Well, What? Huh. Nope. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, birds. Not today. Not today, Stinky. I'm trying to think of like a single yandere that gets a character arc, like where like a redemption. I'm like I actually like am struggling to think of one. To be fair, I don't watch that many shows that have a yandere. JoJo. Part 4. Don't you dare fucking say Bruno Bruciati, even though you're right, even though you are correct. I'm mad, but you are right. Like, I'm not allowed to be mad, but I'm gonna be mad regardless. That ain't gonna fucking stop me. I don't know how to read. All right, fully upgraded. I was expecting an achievement. I won't lie. All right, we gotta talk to the lighthouse keeper. What do you know about the Silver and Crimson book? Yukaku Yamagishi? Doesn't ring a bell. She shudders at the very mention of the book. You're really asking me. After all this time, you know it must be returned. She looks at you with a deep pity. You have to move on, for her sake as well as yours. Take control, be rid of that thing once and for all. What the fuck? What? Am I the crazy fucking Am I the, like, the crazy eldritch researcher? Am I the problem? Am I the drama? Hold up. You really should watch the fish fucking movie, The Shape of Water. I think you'd love it. I need to at some point. Coastal or shallow? I don't really care about the extended operation day. Last for 3 days, yield about 12 per day capacity. By 8. Okay, so it's got an extended capacity. Okay. When a little yandere before reflecting, then eventually used someone's stand to make Koichi fall in love with her, but ethically. Oh, her. I know who you're talking about. Okay. Movie to storage. I'm just upgrading the fuck of this ship. All right. Yeah, we got the silt feeder, the silt filtering slasher, the silt filtering trawlnet, the hash slinging, the slash slinging. I can't get rid of this engine, unfortunately. I guess to be fair, it's probably so that way you can't soft lock yourself. I guess since I have the space for it, I might as well put in the Sign of Ruin. I feel like there's got to be like some there's got to be something else where like we can use this. I just don't know yet. All right, let's see how fast we can go. Oh, okay, actually pretty fucking fast. There's still no space for the viscera. Listen, there's always space for the viscera. God damn. Hold up, what's the turn radius like? Yeah, you can fucking Tokyo drift. Hold up, do I have that sound effect? I do. God, that's loud. I need to turn the volume down on that. Hopefully it wasn't as loud for you guys, because it actually I mean, it's a boat. Do boats just like is that have I been stupid my whole life, and is that where the term drifting comes from? Is almost as loud as 51 bits. Is that where? Yeah. Actually? You're dumb? Okay, yeah, that's known, but does drifting actually come from boats? Or am I being debated by the world's dumbest gambit? Yeah, I can go check on crabs so fucking fast. Y'all ain't ready for this. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Oh no, I don't believe it comes from boats. That would make too much sense. Excuse you. Where am I going? Oh, I'm just going dead south, huh? I'm not a native English speaker. That's fair. I don't know what. That's a good point. Why the fuck? Why did I assume that you would, not to be like, oh, not native English speaker. Like I'm probably, as the native English speaker, I'm probably the person who would know more, but I don't fucking know. English is bullshit. It don't make any fucking sense. You just kind of make noises and then somehow people kind of understand where you're coming from, but not 100%. I guess that's every language, but also. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Fuck it. I'm trying to remember where I put my crabs. I think it was around here. Me trying to remember the position of my crabs. Here it is. Ooh. It truly is. English is a language of all time. I mean, arguably it is like 6 different languages, but you know. All right. And solarfish. And I think we're gonna go call it there. I think this strikes me as being a reasonable ending point, even though I've made like no progress besides just like driving around in my upgraded car that is a boat, and then also yapping at you all for extended periods of time. But hopefully I had a good time. Hopefully it was nice and vibey. Here. Let's go and put on the outro playlist while I close out. And let us see whomst is live. Hold up, I know who I want to raid into, but I don't know if she is still live. If there's one recently partnered squid for me to stop by. I assume that she's probably still alive, but also like I don't know her schedule. Let's see. It looks like nope. I have to imagine at this point that she's wrapped up. Just to make sure. Radical Mari. Yep, she's done. Yo, she's done. Okay. Let's raid into someone then that I met Twitch. Why would you? I literally checked on fucking Pixcat OS's stream. And literally, I think as she read it out, oh my merciful God. Okay. I'm the worst at, like, this is the thing about streaming that I struggle with the hardest. Apparently drift derives from snowdrift. That actually makes a lot of sense. Thunder. Here, let's screw it. Let's raid into a Thunderfang member. Let's go with raid into a Thunderfang member. It's been a bit since we raided into Seta, so let's go do that. I try to raid into a Thunderfang member at least once a week. I by no means am perfect. I am in fact very forgetful. So I'm sure I've biffed it at least once. But hey, he's playing Valheim, so that sounds like fun. And fellow Thunderfang member, aka a fellow TF enjoyer. So let's start raid over there. Raid Seda DBA. Nope, that's thank God it wasn't a valid username. Seda BDA. Welcome on to Pixel Man. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh, I'm sorry, you joined us right as we're starting the raid out. But yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm Starkymorph, Big A Chaos Curling Internet, where I stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, such as Dredge. But every Tuesday and Friday for closing in on 2 years. God, I've been doing art for 2 years. It really doesn't feel like it at times. Glad to catch you before your raid, for sure. But yeah, if you like to see the art that I make as well as art that I get commissioned, Blue Sky is the place to be. Also drop a follow here to see art that I make. I usually do that Tuesdays and Fridays. This Tuesday's a little bit different since I did do some art yesterday. I'm also, hopefully, I'm going to try to be a little bit more active on Blue Sky. The platform, you know, it is the social media platform that I'm the most active on outside of Twitch. Twitch, I'll be honest with you, I don't think of Twitch as like a content platform. I think of very much of it as a social platform, but that's a skill issue on my part, I think. Thank you for streaming, Starky. Well, thank you. You're not escaping this. Go follow Squid. Last minute Squid following. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. I do what I want. This is my stream. Shit, last minute. Coffee. Go pick up coffee. Discount code Starkymorph. YouTube. Don't follow Squid. She's a piece. You get back here. You get back here. We're reading out. I forgot. I forgot to do my things. Where I